Hi everyone, it's Anja here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Crafts. Now, a couple of evenings ago I was just playing around with some stamps and this is the card I designed. I basically made a background, my own DSP. I stamped one flower and made the bow because I love the bow, and I designed a sentiment. And I sort of made the label with the bow punch, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So we are going to make this card today using some of the elements I've made in previous videos. I've made this a bow just to show you how to put it together in a previous tutorial. Then I made these flowers here in a previous tutorial just to show you how you have to do those. So I thought, let's not let this go to waste, but let's put it together with this card. So I'm going to put this card together the same way I did this one, except of course this is watercolor paper and this is Lost Lagoon. Now, first of all, let's make the background paper, the DSP. So we're making our own background paper. It's fairly simple because all you need is your third stamp, so your solid image, Lost Lagoon ink, and we're just going to stamp. We're going to go for it. You ink it up and you stamp it once and you stamp it twice and you stamp it 3 times. Just do it in, you know, once like this, once like that, and another one like that. Do mind, you might, if you go over the edge, you might get some edges, so do be careful for those. I generally sort of try to go over further so you don't see the edge. See, it's gone. Right, and one more there. And you just go round. You're not going to see this part. Oh, I did that there, so I'll just go over that. And I've got a big ridge in the middle there, so I'm not going to use that. I'm just stamping it off and putting that one down there. Maybe just one more there to have a bit of shading, different colours there, and just one more there. Right, that's that. Then, the thank you. I wanted to put some images in there, so just filling up the little spaces. Oh, hang on a minute, my piece of card is not all the way down to there, so I need to think about that. Here, you see, it went all the way down, so this one is more square, so I'll have to just ink there. I'll have to fill up that space, basically. There we go, I think that's better. That fills it all up. So let's put the thank you in there as well. That's just to create some interest in the background. It's not always completely on the page, sometimes I just go off half it, but it doesn't matter, just as long as it gives you that extra interest, like a bit of DSP really. Right, so that's our stamping done for the moment. Let's just stamp another thank you on here, and I'll show you in a moment what we're going to use that one for. So this is another bit of watercolor paper. I like to stick with the same kinds of papers together because otherwise you do see a difference. For example, this is Whisper White and there is a difference between the watercolor, so I don't think it would look nice if you put them together, so we're doing this all in watercolor. Okay, I have got on the inside, I have got a Whisper White because you don't put them next to each other, you see, so that's a little bit different. So let's stamp that as well, and then I think we're done stamping. Okay, so I think we're already assembling. Let's start from the inside. I always like to start from the inside. A bit of glue there. For sizes and dimensions, you'll have to go to my website, which is opheliacrafts.co.uk, and you'll find a page there which lists all the basic measurements that you need for... Yes, I tried drawing on this one, that didn't work very well, so I kept it for stamping. Okay, so there we go, that's our background. Then we have here our flowers, which I made in a previous video, so do go and have a look at that. and I just cut them out so that they were nicely into the frame here, and then I cut out a bit of Lost Lagoon, just about 1/4 inch larger, and then we're going to position this onto our background here. There we go, so a little bit higher up because we need space here for the sentiment. Let me get some dimensionals out, and yeah, dimensionals. I'm going to put some underneath here because it's sort of, then it doesn't flatten. Oh, why so much. There we go, and maybe one in the middle as well. Do you think that would work? I put the other ones on with and we're going to put them sort of halfway on the flower, so it looks like it's holding the flowers together. So that's okay. Now for the sentiment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the bow builder punch, and we're going to punch out the sentiment here. So it doesn't matter about all the rest. I'm just going to make sure that the thank you is nicely in the middle of my bow. Then what I'm needing is 2 bits of tail. Is it called tail, that bit of the bow? I don't know. I think so. Right, let's get rid of everything we don't need. So what we need is our 2 bits here and this. What I am going to do when I find them is cut this off. Cut it off. And I'm going to roll it in my ink pad, just to give it that little bit of edging colour. Okay, so there's a dip, so you sort of have a tiny bit of colour on the edge, but that makes it a nice thing. And then what I'm going to do, I am going to put this together, just overlapping like that, and then we need to make sure it's just wider than the actual label here. Yeah, that should be okay. So that's sort of that to there. Let's put some glue on there. Only needs a tiny bit of glue. Put that on there so it's nice and straight. Yep. And then we have a dimensional. You put that on the back of there, and then you put this so that it's center. Yep, okay. And then we put this on the card. And so with our bow builder punch, we've actually not only made a bow, we also made the label for the sentiment. Now, that's a second reason why you can use that one, see? So we don't only use it for bows, we also use it for our sentiment. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like if you did, and I'll see you next time. Bye!